Thank you, Governor. It's great to be home. Not only my home county where I grew up, but most of you don't know that just 3 miles up the road at the north end of the Space Shuttle runway, 99 years ago, my grandmother and grandfather homesteaded under the Homestead Act, which if you worked the land for 4 continuous years, the government would deed you 160 acres of land. It was a little settlement there called Wilson's Corner, what is today the corner of Beach Road and the State Road 3, and how they eked out a living swatting mosquitoes and holding off rattlesnakes and alligators and scratching through the dirt for a few little citrus trees and some crops. And during World War I, they cut broom straw that naturally grows in the salt marsh right to the west. And so when I say it's a privilege to come home, indeed it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the dream is alive. You look at what all we've announced here today. You look at the fact that we have a head of NASA who really knows what he's doing, a deputy that's got fire in the belly, and a center director here who is unequal, not only in his ability, but in his heart for the people, to take care of his people. That's the strength of this program. You all have been very kind with your comments about me, but let me tell you, Senator Kay Bailey Hutchinson of Texas, she was my partner. It's one of the few things that's passed in the last year, and it was passed in a bipartisan way because of Kay and me working together. And now we see that we have a program that the President has for this commercial program requested $850 million in fiscal year 2012 for the commercial crew program. The House has cut it to $312 million, and the Senate, along with Kay, Barbara Mikulski, a number of others, has gotten it up to $500 million. And of course, you know the financial environment that we're dealing in. It's almost a minor miracle that NASA has not been cut more in its overall funding level in the range of close to $18 billion in this fiscal environment. And compared to other agencies, NASA has fared very well in what we have produced out of the Senate Appropriations Committee to flesh out the NASA bill that sets the course. I say the dream is alive because it is. The closing down of the Space Shuttle program was foretold in early January 2003 when we lost Columbia, because the investigation commission, the Admiral Gaiman Commission, said that you fly the space shuttle just as long as you have to build the space station and complete it, and then you replace the shuttle with a safer system. And thus, it's no secret that you see a different design, a design that harkens back to the old days with a capsule that sits on top of the rocket. The crew is not on the side of the rocket. And as a result, We have in parallel the program to take crew and cargo to and from the space station, with the competitors that we're celebrating today and another that will launch in January, rendezvous and dock with the space station to deliver cargo. Now to get these systems human-rated with the redundancies and the escape systems so that we can take human beings safely into space. But in parallel, we've got the big rocket going, because NASA can't stay stuck in low Earth orbit. NASA's got to go out and explore the heavens, which is the mission of NASA. And because of the shutdown of the space shuttle program, you go out on the street and ask the average American, what do you think about the space program? And they'll say, I'm so sorry it's being shut down. But folks, we're just getting it cranked up. This rocket that we celebrate today, the others that will come, the big rocket that'll take us into low Earth orbit, where we can then assemble the components of technology that is yet to be developed as we venture out into the cosmos. And at the same time, the return of the vibrance. This marks the beginning of the vibrance of the economy of the Space Coast, the return of new and exciting jobs, with vistas unknown to be explored so that we can get kids excited again, and they'll be going into engineering and mathematics and science. Ladies and gentlemen, the dream is alive. Thank you.